Hey, Captain. Bill. Oh. What are we watching, guys? We've got the morning, Mike. We've got the CPI data due to drop in about 7 minutes. So which way do we think it's going to go, guys? Up or down? Are we bullish or bearish? Hey, Farron. Good to see you. That's the question. Bullish or bearish today, guys? Coinbase making moves to the upside. Not on great volume, but we've got the CPI data coming out in. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, Captain. I've been watching a couple of things, but I'm just waiting on the CPI data. There's no point getting into a trade before CPI comes out. Depending on that, it could affect the whole market. It usually does affect the whole market, but as a result of that, you might get things moving that potentially weren't moving beforehand, and things that don't move that, you know what I mean. All right, okay. On base, breaking highs. Hey, I'm in. And the Stone Cold Stock Killer. Got quite a few people on Twitch today, which seems to be getting a bit more popular. Or the Twitch stream seems to be getting a bit more popular. So, bearish, bullish. Let's see what's happening. What is happening? I actually think the market is going to crash. That's my opinion. I think we've priced in yesterday's gains and today for the market to take a dip. Not so much crash as take a dip, nosedive. I just don't think I think the CPI data is not going to be. Market's not going to react to it as well as perhaps we want it to. I think inflation is. I don't think we've got a handle on inflation yet. We did okay last month, to be fair, and the stock just boomed. But there's a number of other factors as well. But it just boomed last month. But I don't think we've got a full handle on the on it yet. So. Let's go back to S&P 500. How long do I stream on Discord? So when I finished this stream, I was streaming on Discord right afterwards. So whenever I was trading, I was streaming. So there's no point streaming if I'm not taking any trades, but that essentially that was it. All day, y'all. Bloody hell. Jack Frost has just followed me. That's why it's cold. Here's me thinking I've got icicles off my knuckles, and it's like, I wonder why is it so cold today? And Jack Frost has just followed. So Jack Frost, keep your bloody frost away from me, okay? A little over a minute. Then we get the CPI drop. So let's get ready to have a look at this, shall we? Won't be taking any trades until the data drops. What is this, a bloody wellness retreat? Come on, music. Put some bloody music on. That's just ridiculous. That's better. So should get a move up. We've got 20 seconds to the data drop. We might come out just before, might come out just after, but let's see what the reaction is on the market. What do you think? Is there going to be an opportunity to trade something as a result? Scalp, AMD maybe? Let's wait a bit more. There we go. They're tanked. Absolutely selling off. That's not good. So what we've got here, the CPI data for January. That's what. This is why it's selling off. CPI data for January 6.4 versus 6.2, so it's higher. Year over year, the core CPI 5.6 versus 5.5, so it's higher. Yeah. Bank of America, wow, that's a lot. Yeah, so all of the big stocks just... Ooh, excellent. Bullfrog AI's finally getting listed today. That's a big drop to come back so much. This is gonna end up bullish. CPI numbers have dropped and they're worse than anticipated. Ever so slightly worse than anticipated. And guess what? The market's going to react and go green. It's already green. So let's check out the market reaction to this. So you had your knee-jerk reaction, which you can usually scalp if you want to. Knee-jerk reaction on the SPY. And then it's back up towards the VWAP. It's going to go bullish. We're going to have a green day. Go figure. This is why you always wait for the market to react. Even if you knew what those numbers were going to do, you'd have to have been quick to look at this. That's just unbelievable. This is unbelievable. So Amazon, why am I not taking it? Why am I not scalping this? Look at this, the SPY. That just goes to show that you don't try to anticipate the market. Look at that. Huge moves on the market. Is it sustainable? That's the question. It's a very good question. Is it sustainable? It was 20-year ETF. Moved up. I think the bottom's already in. Personally, that's my opinion. It's not financial advice. I just, the way that the markets are behaving, they're looking like we've turned the corner, and the bear run is over. I think we'll still have some retracements, but I think the worst is over. I think the bear run is over. I think the bottom came in October. I mean, you look at this, how volatile that is. That's the market. That's the S&P 500 right there. So, go figure. I want to see. I'm not just waiting for one candle or two candles or whatever it is. I'm going to wait to see what trend develops before taking a position. Are we going to uptrend or downtrend? Because right now we're pretty much just a little bit of volatile spikes to the down and then up, and now we're back to where we started almost. So that's almost akin to one of those algorithmic spikes that you get at 8 a.m. You know, the market makers order processing. Well, the truth is, nobody knows. People can speculate, and people can look at, and you look for indications in the market, but nobody knows for sure which way it's going to go. Nobody knows for sure if the ends are in, or if we're now bullish again. If you look at this on the daily, for example, if you look at the market on the daily, to go back to the summer, we had some big spikes. We got all the way down here in October. So this was, for me, I think this was the low in October. We kind of double bottomed here, but with an extra low in October. And then we've been steadily, we had this sell-off there in December, but we've been steadily making gains. And if we get over 420, I think that's going to be a big 4,200 on the SPX, but 420 on the SPY. I think that's going to be a big indicator of the directions to come. And who knows? We look at on the weekly. Let's go back to. You can see we're still upwards trending in the longer term. So go back to 2020. This was your COVID crash. This was the temporary crash, temporary market crash, isolated. This was your COVID crash. Then we went on to reach all-time highs. So this was the turn of the new year, last year, and then we sold off. Now, if we get back over this level, I think we've got 428, 429. 425 is going to be key, but I think if you look at this is on the weekly. There's an inverse head and shoulders there, which now we're at that level where it's a breakout level. We've got the neckline. So that's me personally thinking that, looking at the technicals, that we've seen the worst down here in October. But what do I know? I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion. The daily and the weekly on the SPY are key charts to look at for the overall market direction, and give you a good indication of because what we had a swing low, a swing lower low on the weekly, and then another swing low, and that's a classic inverted head and shoulders, which moves up. But if you look at it from the weekly point of view, that we're still upwards trending. We're still higher right now than when we came back from COVID. Still higher than before the COVID crash. So So this is the market now showing me what its true nature is. What it's truly trying to do. It's trying to sell off a little bit today as a result of the CPI data. I thought this temporary bounce just didn't seem natural to me. I thought that just doesn't make sense to bounce like that, given the data that came out. So let's see. Oh my goodness, license, recent IPO. Oh, it spiked up, then spiked back down again. Yeah. No leverage. Okay. So we've got Luna just relisted. So it's not really. It's not really. Luna's not really a. So we've got Luna. So Intuitive Machines. It's not really an IPO, but it's just listing on the Nasdaq. So it's first day. We've got MRX, but MRXU is what the ticker it's launching under. So that could be interesting. That's an IPO for today. And the one I've been waiting for about 3 weeks is Bullfrog AI. So keep an eye on those. Could be interesting. Hey, Liquor Cabinet. Good morning to you. It could be interesting to watch those IPOs as they launch today. Don't jump in if you're watching the IPOs for moves. Don't jump in. Wait for the action. This one hasn't started trading yet. It doesn't look like. Oh yes, 17 trades, 266 shares traded. So it has started trading, but there's nobody trading it. So a couple of genuine IPOs, not just a relisting or an uplisting. Bullfrog could be interesting. What is interesting today is Palantir. Palantir having a good moment. It moved up to finished yesterday about 760, moved up to 930s. Reason for that, posted first ever profitable quarter in its history. So Palantir actually posted a profitable quarter for once. Been losing money hand over fist since it hit the stock exchange. But go figure. So Palantir slightly down at the moment from the highs, but keep an eye on it. It could still be interesting. Look at it on the 15. You'll see what I'm talking about. So this pump up, obviously yesterday's close, and a bit of a sell off before it pumped up, a dip and rip with the earnings, and then it's just kind of sideways at the moment, in and around that $9 level. Back above $9, and this could be at the races. So it's a very popular meme stock with the meme stock brigade. The Wall Street bets is often listed on there as well, so it gets a lot of media attention. But yeah, Palantir is within the EV space. You know, it's a fashionable company that's fashionably losing money hand over fist. So, except for this last quarter. Back to the market. So we're pretty much level. The Dow Jones Industrial just gone green. The Nasdaq slightly down. SPY almost on that break-even level. Russell slightly down. Just looking for something to trade today. I was hoping we'd get a bit of volatility into the markets after the CPI drop. As of yet, no, but we'll see. Oh, cheers, buddy. No, SPY movement is weighted across the board. It's the S&P 500. It's not so much weighted on certain blue chip stocks. It's the S&P 500. So the SPY is the Spider S&P 500 from State Street. It's an ETF from State Street, and what it does is it tracks the S&P 500. So yes, it's blue chip stocks, but it's a great weight of the market. Where I've got right now, I've got in front of me, I can look at the Qs, which is an Invesco ETF, which is the 3Qs, which tracks the Nasdaq. It's the tech stocks. So it's an ETF trust which tracks specifically the Nasdaq, the tech stocks, the Nasdaq 100 or whatever it is. Then we've got the Dow Jones Industrial, or the US 100, they might call it. So the Dow Jones Industrial. So this is the Spider Dow Jones. It tracks the Dow Jones Industrial, and you can see it's same movement but less volume on this particular ETF. But it's a good way to track it. And then we've got the IWM, which tracks the Russell Index, is what they call it. So the iShares Russell 2000, small cap index. So if you look at, you can take whichever one you want as a gauge, but ultimately they all trade pretty much the same way. So when one's bearish, the rest are bearish, and vice versa. But the SPY tends to, as far as the ETFs tracking the markets are going, the SPY tends to be the daddy. It's a great indicator of what the market's actually. If you want to know what the market's doing, look at the SPY. That's what everybody says. That's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't sue me. Well, yes, in a way, ukulele. If we have an amplified movement on certain blue chip stocks, that will affect the market. So, for example, if we've got Microsoft crashes for whatever reason, it's a percentage of the S&P 500, and that will drag the market down. And as a result, you'll get other stocks that follow the market will then sell off in line with that. So you get this kind of snowballing effect as well. So you've got Amazon and Tesla and Johnson & Johnson and Pfizer, and a lot of these blue chip stocks that if they have a particularly bad day, the whole market, they will bring the whole market down. And likewise, if they have a particularly good day, providing that there's not some converse reaction elsewhere. So if, for example, everything's pretty static and one of these big blue chips has a really good day and doubles in value, I mean, it's not likely to happen with one of these blue chips, but for illustration purposes, then it will drag the market up with it. More often than not, the market is the leader and the stocks follow, but it does take influence from the stocks themselves. Hey, Liquid. Well, things are okay. Just waiting for something nice to trade. At the moment, there's no volume on anything. The big movers, so Ruby's moving. So big movers are below my price threshold. So Rubius Therapeutics, 100% in relation to Rubius Agri. Rubius Therapeutics is like 27 cents. It's currently up 43% on the day. That's a big mover. Not a lot moving at all right now. And what is moving is on mediocre, if not poor volume. So Just about waiting for the right move. And, you know, you can't just jump into a trade because you want it to move or because you've got good news on it or for whatever reason. You've got to watch for the price spikes. So Palantir is something that I've been watching all morning after its first profitable earnings ever, as far as I can remember at least. So Palantir might move back up and watch it. If it gets back over $9, back over a VWAP's interesting, but back over $9 specifically, it's then very interesting. It's kind of 915 resistance, 920 resistance level. We've got currently yesterday's post-market high was 936. Body energy. You shorted Palantir last night? Ouch. That must have hurt. I wouldn't say play it safely, Klaatu. It must have cost you a pretty penny. Hey, Alistair. Right, okay. So after it went up to like 936 or whatever it was, you decided, okay, it's looking weak. I'll short it now. Okay, I get you. When you thought it was exhausted, it's a dangerous game to play, I think, but on earnings. But if it worked for you, great. Let's have a look at OCGN. Hugan. 113 right now. Barcoding. There's no trades. No volatility. No range. And no volume. So 25,000 shares traded all day. So no range. No volatility. No volume. Everything that you want for a day trade, it doesn't have. So from an intraday perspective, not looking great. From a daily perspective, not looking great. So we kind of got December lows. It's testing those December lows again. So we had the December lows of 109. It's 113. So it's testing the December lows. So Okugan looking very weak. Both across the board, it's looking poor. But get rid of all these lines. Well, I mean, there's different ways to play things as well, Klaatu. Different strategies. You know, you trade whatever style and whatever strategy works for you. Just because you see me trading a certain way does not mean that it's going to go your way. You know. Trading isn't for everybody. I mean, it's like saying everybody can be a boxer. I mean, yeah, you can. In theory, you can sit in a classroom and learn it, and you can learn how to raise your guard, and you can learn how to defend, and then you get in the ring, and someone punches you in the face, and you've got no appetite for it. the market's like it's like the boxer coming out the other corner. You can wear all the pads and the guards and study all you want, but as soon as you get punched in the face, how are you going to react? Okay, so Sonos. You wanted to look at Sonos. No. Okay, so nobody trading it yet. Not even up at it's 21.30. It's not even. It's kind of break even on the day really. There's no trades going through. 8,000 shares in total. 39 trades in total across the whole day. So again, there's nobody trading this. It made big moves up last week from kind of $18 to 21, but right now it's just not really doing much. Didn't have a bad day yesterday. Gained about a whole dollar. We've got what I would say about Sonos though is there is a notification here of some options alerts. So $20 calls, sweep. Seems a bit ambiguous. There's an options alert here for April 21st, so let's see what happens. I'm not seeing any catalyst for any particular moves, but yeah, Sonos, no intraday trades to be had there at the moment. Well, let's have a look at BWV. Yeah, for at 142, this is barcoding mostly. Very little volatility on this. You're looking at 2 cents on the ATR at the moment. It's 21% up on the day, but it's below the VWAP. It popped up there at the open to the morning session, and it's been kind of choppy downwards sideways. It's not really doing a lot. If you look at this on the 15, you'll see what I'm talking about. That's the 5. 15. It popped up here, and then it's just kind of not doing. It's not found resistance at 170. Then once it broke below that, it tested the VWAP, didn't get above it. So your first level here, 150, is going to be difficult for it to get over, and then to get back over 170. So you might. I think you've got the VWAP here at 152, 153. You've got the 150 before that. Then you've got the resistance at 160, resistance at 170, and then the high of day there currently at 176. So yeah, probably not the best thing to try and trade at the moment whilst it's downwards, unless you're shorting it. It is shortable. Oh, 7 a.m. It's a big red candle to get in that one at 7. Yeah, this one here. To get caught in this. I don't know where you would have got in there, but that was a big drop over the last while, but it's not looking great. Wait for the setups. How many times have I told you, folks? Wait for the right setup. Yeah, well, I don't know about making speakers for Mercedes-Benz. We'll see how much of a catalyst. I mean, rumor maybe, but it's not come out as a news catalyst for it. BWV or BMV? There is, but BWV obviously. Velon. Big movie yesterday. It's kind of sideways at the moment. It went up to like 120 yesterday. Kind of testing. It came all the way back down to 88 cents in the end, but it's sideways really. You look where the red green line there is. It's 4% up on the day, which is nothing when you're a $1 stock, a 90-cent stock. 4% is like nothing, So range is a little over 1 cent. Sonos, Velon, so Valon Pharma. Will it get a continuation? I'm not sure. It's not looking weak, but it's not looking strong either. So it's not looking like it's going to sell off hard at the moment. It's over the VWAP, but the VWAP's pretty sideways, so it's pretty horizontal. So it's pretty. It looks like it's just consolidating around just under the $1 level. If it gets back above $1, starts to test kind of 110, we might be back in business. But let's see if it gets over $1 first and holds. That's the key thing. If it gets back over $1 and holds. Hell. Well, I've talked about my crypto holdings. I'm holding four coins long term on crypto for crypto, and I've got just recently last year started investing in Amazon. I've got Nvidia, which I'm bullish on Nvidia, and I've got Pfizer. I'll have to look. What was the other one I've got ETF wise? I've got 2 ETFs that I'm investing in as well. I did invest in the SPY, and then I changed it. So a couple of ETFs I've got long term, and I've got Pfizer, I've got Amazon, I've got Nvidia, Disney. I've got a small piece of Disney. I was started investing in Disney earlier last year, and then I stopped. I've not really touched that. That's underwater at the minute. I'm still bullish on Disney. When I say I stopped, I didn't sell off or anything. I'm just holding it. I've not put anything in Disney since probably April last year. I think was the last time I put into Disney. Look at these scanners here. It's telling me everything you need. It should tell you everything you need to know about the market right now. So these scanners, look at the volume. There's very small volume across the board. This is a 15-minute volume, by the way. So divide this number by 15, and that's your minute by minute volume. It's not great at all. Trying to find something that's moving. I called this one out as a potential penny stock to move this morning. No, it moved up really, really well, and then kind of got rejected at $7. But it's consolidating just above the $0.50 level. This is Amasighting, and they had a decent catalyst as well. So. Yeah, but that's moving up now, but not on great volume from what I can see. Syntex Technologies, that just popped up. Like I said, look at the volume. There's no volume. It's like 198,000 shares all day. It went up from 290 up to 330, and then back down to $3. So the volatility's there. Yes, love the volatility, but you need volume and volatility. Although it's just not reliable. You get spikes like that. You see that and you go, oh, it's $3. It's $3.10. I'll get in. Goes up to 3.30. Yeah, all of a sudden it's $3 again. Oh, poo. Well, let's have a quick look, shall we? Velon, you're saying it's heavily shorted? I don't think it is. What was comms was comms yesterday, that was heavily shorted, but let's have a look at the Valon Pharmaceuticals. Okay, key data. 8.494 million shares in the float. Short float 146,000. So it's 1.73% short. So realistically, short, it's not, it won't matter. Rex, sorry to kind of float you, but there's been this big since the whole GameStop and AMC and other meme stocks moved big on with short squeezes. I think the Volkswagen short squeeze back in the day was huge, but people start talking about short squeezes like they're a regular occurrence. They're not. They're not as big an occurrence as people think. A genuine short squeeze is where it moves up like hundreds or if not thousands of percent as a result of it being heavily shorted and the short people, the short positions getting squoze out and getting liquidated or having to cover, etc. But in reality, something that's only 1% short isn't going to make a huge bit of difference on the price action, because if they cover, it's like 1% of the buyers buying. It's the same action. It's just a buying action. But it's what you wanted to get is a forced buying action, but 1% forced is not really going to make much difference to the price movement. So if you've got a high that's 25-30% or above, yesterday's big move, I think it was COMS, Com Sovereign Holdings, was like 800% short, 841% short. So if you get them to start covering, that's going to, because now you've effectively got all of these people shorting that having to buy, but there's no stock to buy because there's more shorts than there is shares to sell or shares to buy. There's got to be an equal number of buyers to sellers, and that's the problem with naked shorting. If you get involved in a short squeeze, the liquidity dries up because there is no shares to buy. So you end up getting into a situation where the price goes higher and higher, the liquidity gets less and less, and you end up with situations that you've got lower and lower volume, but the price just keeps going up and up. So well, it was the first time that they played reasonably well in a while, Alistair. So we just need to make sure that they do it again in the next game. You're probably hoping that they don't. So there you go. Well, let's have a look. So Lyson was a recent IPO as of, so Lyson China. Let's put it on the screen. So this is an IPO, was it last week, I think it was, or was it either last week or the week before? Off the top of my head, I can't recall. It might have been Monday. It was either Monday last week or Friday, whatever. So this was a recent IPO. We've got a couple of IPOs that are dropping today, so we might see a bit of volatility on those as well. So we did get a bit of volume of this spike up, but we got the double top, the classic double top. So this is textbook tech. So taking you to school now, guys. So this is a textbook double top pattern. So you got the nice move up, then the retracement, another move up, finding resistance at a similar. It doesn't have to be the same area, but a similar area, and the move back down. As soon as it reaches this level here, you know it's going to sell off. It's got the M pattern. And it very often will complete the M pattern before then either consolidating or continuing to the downside. But what you've got here, these moves up, is the increased volume. A big increase in volume here before you get, marginally similar size candles, volume candles for the retracement, and then you get an increase in volume, as you can see here, on these candles here all the way up. And then you get a drop off in volume for the sell. So no, Rex, I'm not saying high short interest doesn't mean that there's no shares to buy. What I'm saying is that as shorts cover, it reduces liquidity because there are no shares to buy. So if it's about supply and demand. If there's a thousand, let's say there's a thousand shares left, and you've got a short position and the price is going up, and you've got 500 shares short, and you need to cover to get out of your position, it means you need to buy 500 shares. So someone else now only has a pool of 500 shares to buy from. The liquidity is drying up. The liquidity in the market is now halved because you've just bought those shares. The only way that you can then sell them on is if somebody else wants to buy them. So you've now got shares that you can sell for a profit as the price moves up, but the liquidity is getting less and less as people, particularly when it comes to this 800% short, there's more borrowed shares than there are actually shares to buy, than there are in the flow. This is what I'm saying. What you want to get a short squeeze is you want to get where there's a high percentage of synthetic shares that are lent out, and they have to cover, and for them to cover, they have to buy legitimate shares. And it reduces the liquidity in the market, but it pushes the price up and up and up, if that makes more sense. Nice spike here at 8 o'clock. That's the algorithmic spikes, but we want to see a bit more volume. You might get it at the bell on license, and if you do, you might get back above the VWAP, might not. So we'll see. I don't know too much about the company, recent IPO, but if it gets back above the VWAP, I mean, it's pretty much made its move, but that double top kind of scares me a little bit on this one because it's retraced pretty much all its gains from that move up. So is this likely to move again? I don't know. I'm only speculating. Yeah, the spread, big spreads on this one. Oh, SI. So yeah. Well, this is Silvergate Capital. There's nobody trading it. I wouldn't say the big spreads, between 3 and 10 cents. Rangy spreads is probably what I would say, but because of the lack of here we go. There we go. Just popped up. I was looking at the wrong time frame. Here we go. So this is moving up. Oh, let's have a look. Spreads, the rangy, they're as good as, yeah, you're absolutely, the spreads are very rangy. There's much, I just saw it as much as 30 cents then. But let's have a quick look. What's causing this move up? And guys, don't be afraid to just hold off before you take an entry. George Soros dumps Twitter and Zoom and picks up these crypto-linked stocks in Q4. Let's have a look at that. This is George Soros? Okay, not really seeing a catalyst as such. Passive state. But it has moved up quite a bit. So this is one that could be short squeeze, Rex. So if you're looking at this for a short squeeze, it is 64% short and 65% short interest on this. So given that there's the majority of shares are borrowed, if you take it as not synthetic, this could be squashed. This could lead up into a squeeze. but it would need that momentum. One nice catalyst as well. Yeah, this is the one I called out in the Discord early this morning as one that I fancied to move. So this has gone back up to, rejected at 74. So this is Amosite Inc. So I put Amosite. It notes GPT-3 powered functionalities with its AI toolkit for customers and users. That's the catalyst. Yeah, well, Soros knows what he's doing. Seems to. I don't touch penny stocks. Yeah, so 70, you've got 79. I think I had 75. It's there about that. It's 70 something. So it's worth keeping an eye on. Struggling up at 1650. We've got 15 minutes to the bell. I've not taken a trade yet. I've been very disciplined. I'm proud of myself. CPI was, it's actually, I wouldn't say it's a non-event. It's been of a slow burner. If you look at the S&P 500, you'll see what I'm talking about. So CPI data came out at the bottom of the hour. This is where they got the volatility, and now it's actually selling off because it was bad. I wouldn't say bad, but it was CPI results worse than expected. So it slightly down now. But this volatility here it took me a little bit by surprise. I actually thought it would just go straight down. So I think we might break 410s today on the SPY. That's my opinion, not financial advice. Don't sue me. How much have I got? 72. Yeah, I can't even take 5,000 shares with that. Yeah, I'm not going to trade that. Probably something better to trade. Competition that you might actually be in the running for their super chip. So I'm just waiting for something to move that I can trade. So the problem with Silvergate is I can't get any leverage on this, and since I've reduced my my equity position, I can't even get 5,000 shares with it. So probably just stay away from this one for now. 2,500 maybe. It's not moving as volatile enough for me to do that. Not yet. It might do later. Anybody seeing anything at all moving? We've got 10 minutes to the open, 10 minutes to the bell. It's a bit quiet today. I thought there'd be a lot more volatility. I really did. It's bullfrog up. Yeah. That's not open for business yet. Bullfrog's not open for business yet. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on those IPOs. Big Bear. Yeah, no. That's been selling off since the last couple of weeks. Yeah, Lytham, just not for me right now. Not enough volatility. It's the range right now is not what I'm looking for. It was what, you know, if it gets back up towards the VWAP, it's way below the VWAP at the moment. So if it gets back up towards the VWAP, maybe I would be interested. 575, 560, get over 550 to start off with. Let's look at the key milestone levels here. At 550, yeah. It's a recent IPO, so it's difficult to judge in terms of. I mean, this is kind of uncharted territory. Had one spike up above this level earlier today, so let's see. Can I check AMV? Is that doing anything at all? No. Down at 180 AMV, Atlas Motor Vehicles. Oh, this had a terrible day yesterday. Did nothing but sell from kind of 260 pre-market all the way down to 180, and it's had a little bit of a bounce after hours, but it's just barcoding. Nobody trading it. It's 53,000 shares all day, 168 trades in total. There's nobody trading it, no volume, no volatility, no range, less than a cent on the range. The answer is no. Whatever the question is, I don't know, but the answer is no. That's AMV. It's down because it's a garbage stock. That's why it's down. Most of these stocks are garbage. They're absolutely terrible. This is Capital Markets Elite Group, and these charts come with the software. So this software is Dash Trader. Well, it's actually Traders Elite Pro, but it's Dash Trader. In reality, it's the capital markets version of Dash Trader. So it's the same, exactly the same software. It's just badged differently. Solygenics down 34%. I don't know why, but I would say that there's a catalyst for that, the way it's gapped down overnight. It's not looking like it's going to rebound at all at the moment, but you see what happens when the bell rings in 6.5 minutes time. SEVA, this gapped down hard and then made steady again and is now pretty much even on the day. There's nobody trading it. 288 shares. I'm looking at yesterday's price. No, this is pretty much where it's at. There's nobody traded it. 288 shares in total volume, 5 trades. So there's nobody traded this. It's ACV auctions. Just nothing there. Nobody even knows this exists at the moment. But you do you, Super Chip. I'm getting a little bit frustrated. I must say, I'm getting a little bit frustrated because the lack of movers at the moment. It's such a cold market, and I know there's always movers, but it's the lack of volume with the movers, the lack of follow through and continuation. It's just difficult to find decent stocks to trade and decent moves to trade. And it's frustrating, particularly when you've got targets to meet. I'm just going to put a minimum of 50 cents on the price. Over $1. I think you're clutching straws, Super Chip. Yeah, and there's no volume. Remember what I say, that you need the 2 V's. If there's no volume or volatility, needs both. There's no volume or volatility, there's no trade. So yeah, it's okay looking at the gappers, and I do that. Part of what I'm looking at is momentum stocks. So the gappers are one way or another, it's fine. But they need to be gapping on momentum. If there's no if there's no volume, there's no trade, because the liquidity is just not going to be there, and you're going to end up buying stuff. You've got to get slippage, so you buy it at a high price than it should be, and then you can't sell it without slippage, and you sell it for a lower price than you bought it for. So that better for you, Jack? Yeah, we've got 2 minutes to the open and not a lot of movement at all. My watch list is virtually empty. Palantir, and that's it, really. Lychen, maybe. Oh my goodness, what's just happened with top shipping? Don't tell me there's another offering. What's going on with top shipping? Why have they just sold off like that? Let me see. Tops. Top ships. I told you yesterday. They just announced another direct offering. I knew that's what was going to happen. Tops does that every single time. This is the third one inside 12 months. They do that. It's the only way they make money. And I told you that yesterday. We was on this. We were watching Tops move up yesterday. Look at this on the 15. You'll see what I'm talking about. So yesterday we saw this moving up, and I said, be careful because they're just pumping the price in order to release an offering. That's what they do. They almost got me last year when they last did it. I think it was back in November. And they pumped the price up and did it. They've done it a couple of times over the last. They do this on a regular basis. Top Shipping are notorious for it. Yeah, they pumped the price here, and they've just released another offering, 13 million. They're strapped for cash. They're strapped for cash. In fact, I'll just look at the details right now. Okay, so long-term debt, 229 million. 29.5 million in long-term debt. Market cap 16.9 million. The math ain't mathing. Sorry. If you think about that, the math just ain't mathing. Revenue growth 6% negative. So yeah, the math ain't mathing when it comes to the financials with Top Shipping. This is the only way they can actually make money. I'll change the scanners over while we're at it. I suppose you could, if you were clever enough, get a short on that, but it's on the short sale restriction as well, so you're not going to get that either. Go on to the 1 minute chart here. Tops, they're infamous for it. They're infamous for it. It should come as no surprise. So we're looking at 475, really. Lichen moving up 555. Trying to get back over that level. Palantir selling off. Yeah, Tops is always manipulating the price. That's the only way they make money, is by selling more shares into the market. They're notorious for it. They're losing money hand over fist. Well, there's no gap and go today. That's exactly Plato. It's exactly what they do. What does a direct offering mean? Direct offering is basically when they are offering more shares of the company into the market. So they need to get permission from the SEC to offer more shares into the market, and then they do, and usually at market price. So it's a direct offering to the market. They say 1 million shares and say, there you go, there's 1 million shares, and they get bought up. So the company gives 1 million shares to the market. It's a way to print money in effect. They give 1 million shares to the market, and the market buys them for whatever price that the market buying them at, and the company takes that into the coffers, and they can pay bills with it. The problem with that is whoever's already holding shares, it dilutes their percentage holding of the company, which is why whenever there's more often than not, and that's not all the time, very rarely does it go the other way, but in most cases, when a direct offering hits the market, the share price falls, because the people who were already holding those shares realize that, look, the company is diluting my share offering. If you've ever watched The Social Network, Andrew Garfield and Justin Trouser Snake, watch The Social Network. When they dilute Garfield's position, it's because they hit the market with an offering, and it's his shares that got diluted. So he ended up with less shares of the company than everybody else. So that's what direct market offering is. They're effectively diluting the shares that are available to people trading it. That's lay terms. I could go into a bit more technical terms, but this is not a technical jargon channel. It's why people come here. I can't believe that. I thought my scanners were broke. There's nothing moving. I'm looking at the spikes, halts. There's nothing moving. Go figure. But looking at the charts, there's nothing moving. Frustrating. All right, this could be interesting if it gets back over 875, back over the VWAP. Palantir might have a good run later. The AI is moving, is it? Nice, slightly up. C3 AI, that's good. If AI stocks are moving when Bullfrog hits the market, that might move. A bit choppy. I mean, if you look at Lyson, I thought that might move up, but it kind of just sold off. The market itself selling. Not a lot of volatility there either, really. I mean, get rid of the spike there, and it looks a bit different. Yes. Alberto, you know what? I'm not giving up yet. I'll be patient, but I'm not taking a trade just for trade's sake. But you're absolutely right. No trading day for you. I think the way the market is right now, the way the stocks are behaving or not behaving, they're not really doing anything. You're probably right. It's sit on your hands time. Just sit on your hands. Here we go. Here we go. A little bit of volatility with AI. Since it's gone green, it's now 4% up. Okay, McJobby, you know what? Well, you're not missing anything at the moment, Alistair. Numb hands are not losing hands. Just remember that. Too many yeah. Just stick to what you know, guys. What the hell? Yeah, Gnu's just moved. AI popped up, pulling back. Let's have a look at Gnu's halted. Oh, GC88. So algo spikes. So essentially, the dark pool trades that or the off exchange trades that have taken place overnight. It's just then hitting the market makers are hitting the market with them. So you get price action that's not real price action. So that's what those algorithmic spikes are at 8 a.m. each morning. Market time, 1 p.m. UK time. It's off-market trades that are being balanced on the books. That's essentially what it is. Tesla's green. Yeah, how long will that last? Let's have a quick look at Tesla, see if it is going to last. I'll come back to Gnu's before it resumes. Oh, Tesla's gone green, yeah. So Tesla actually doing an exaggerated move of the market. The market is moving upwards. Tesla gone green first. Oh, we'll see what happens. Let's have a look at Genius Brands. This should 8:41, so this should resume in a little over about almost 2 minutes. So this is 466. Is there a catalyst with this? I'm not seeing anything. BuzzFeed strikes first look content deal with Genius Brands. There you go. That dropped at 1/4 hour. So it does have a catalyst. Oh my goodness, 100% shorted. 31 million in the float. It's more than 100% short. This could motor if it really does move up. Get some of those shorts to cover. Let's see what happens. Let's have a look at this. Did this do a reverse split recently? Yeah, reverse stock split. That was yesterday. Yeah, did a reverse stock split yesterday. Then it's got the brand deal with BuzzFeed today. So this could be interesting. Nice range, so 18-19 cent range, at 20 cent range. ATR, downside 421, downside halt. So we're closer to the downside than we are the upside halt. 421, 417 the downside halt now. Okay, so 440, it's finding a bit of support at the VWAP. Back over the $0.50 could be interesting. Bullfrog not live yet. Lyson sideways, Palantir sideways, Amethyst sideways, Fusion sideways, Tops still selling. Soundhound producing a little bit of the move. Alright, okay, so let's get rid of, you can go on that list. And we'll have a look at Soundhound. Soundhound, nice move up there. 377 is a halt up, so nice pullback into a pullback here. Tesla, let's have another look at Tesla. Somebody says Tesla is ripping here. Well, 197. It's it was up at 210s just a couple of days ago, so I'm not getting too excited with Tesla ripping up. But yeah, it's having a good day. It's moving upwards. It's green, 1% up, which is better than the overall market. The news pulling all the way back. Halt level's now $4. Soundhound making a move, trying to break highs here. No. That halted. Huge gap up. Did nothing, no volume. AI breaking highs. Current high of this candle is 58. Zila, I'll take a look at Zila shortly. I know it's a penny stock, so we'll take a look at that later. The news pumped up and sold all the way down to back, struggling at kind of 420. Between spreads, let's go. I get 22.70 on this one. Struggling up there a little bit. Ouch. Yeah, between the spreads at the minute. Oh, we were. Now we're just under them. So we're looking for 22.70. Can we get a move up? Not getting the breakout to get the breakdown. That's a bullish candle. Get bought right back up like that. Oh, this is a 5-minute pullback. Break 22.30. I'll get it. I'll wait for it to move back up. Wait for that to move back up. It's the only thing that is moving. Soundhound is moving as well. That's now. AI stocks seem to be getting a bit of a blast. Let's change some of these over to stocks that we want to see. GFAI, let's have a look at that one. Doesn't look like it's got good volume though, from what I can see. No. Irene. It's all relative. I've got a big account, so I go in bigger size. So where someone might be risking $50, I'll be risking 5k or whatever it is. So it's all relative, and that's why I get bigger wins, because I've got bigger sizing. It's all relative. The only difference between making $50 and $5,000 is exactly that, sizing. Someone wanted me to check Zila, didn't they? I do apologize. Oh, 6 cents right now. Zila Technology, 6 cents. How this is even still listed is beyond me, but it's 2% up on the day, nearly 3% up on the day. When it's a 6 cent stock, well, this is garbage basically, is what it is. If you're holding bags up at $2 and $3, good luck to you. But this needs to do a reverse stock split, and pronto. It's garbage. We're consolidating here with Soundhound. Nothing moving. AMD making new highs. Making some big moves. GitLab, Fruit. Gonna spike back up again underneath the VWAP. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that. When they did the offering last time, what was it, $12 or whatever it was? I think they had they were laughing all the way to the bank. That would have been what, September, August time. They last year they did an offering. No volume. Soundhound still up there, 350s. Yeah, I've been flicking backwards and forwards to Tesla. Currently 197. High of day right now of 198, 191, so just shy of 199. You're a bit late for the CPI. CPI data came out an hour and a half ago. That was just hit the scanners for AMD hitting the scanners again. Breaking highs. We got the pullback. I wasn't watching it for the breakout though. Looking a little bit, base hits. I don't want that one, that's way too short. Get out. Break even that. No, 200. Two more of those. We're back in. We're back in the green. Looks like Soundhound is about to break out. Over 360. This could be of interest. Current high of day is 360, so it's coiling under that level. Marathon Digital, it's up 8% on the day at the moment. Currently, what we're a little over $6.40 or whatever it is. Palantir finally making its move. I like and I like the look of Palantir. Inverse head and shoulders possibly, or you could say that's a double bottom possibly, or there's lots of different breakout patterns there for Palantir. Had good earnings yesterday. And with a strong market behind it, Palantir might get back up towards kind of $9 maybe. First time it's reported profits in God knows how long. Downtown still coiling under 360. Five days 62, which was as it opened. Same level. Yeah, let's get a horizontal line in there to mark it. And higher day. Tesla making big news by the looks of it. Expensive stock to chase though. Not doing what I want it to do though. Volunteer. Just coiling under 360. Patience. Back over 200s AM. Well done. I hope you managed to make some money on it. Tesla flying. Let's put it on one of these charts that I'm not using. And 202. You said 205. It's not. It's 202. I know a 2 and a 5 look like each other when they're inverted, but that's what I was waiting for the breakout. Palantir. Breaking highs. Like usual, okay. I've not had a good February, I'll give you that. $13K in February, $14K in February in profits. It's not great. I'll give you that much. Free trade, no? Just moving, stair-stepping this up. And get over 85, I'll add to the position. First candle breaks a new low is when we get out. Oh, and that candle was 72, so that's when we get out. Do I think Tesla will break monthly highs today? Well, it's up at, it just got rejected at 204, so it's having a bit of a pullback right now. Do I think it'll get up to monthly highs? 214, I think it went up to before. I doubt it could, but I doubt it. I don't think it's, so yeah, so a little bit of profit on that one. It could have a good day. It's having a good day, but let it have this pullback and see which way it goes then. I mean, the market's having a little bit of a similar pullback right now, so we'll see what happens. Everything's pulling back at the moment. So Palantir pulling back and that. Wait for another move back up. AMD moving, pulling back with the market. So you look at the market, a lot of these moving, so they'll start moving back up again now. Tesla moving back up again now. AMD pulling back. AI. Yeah, I don't like that. So Hyperfine, currently 17% up on the day. So $1 stop, give or take. I wouldn't say it's got huge volume. It's intermittent. The volume's intermittent. Wouldn't say the pattern. It's not looking attractive enough for me to trade it. Certainly below $2. I'll keep my eye on everything else. Tesla sideways right now. So Iris Energy up at $3, testing $3 again. Open Door Tech. I think the market's just having a bit of a consolidation moment. Over 2260 here. It got rejected before. The cup and handle there. Or was it? I thought we were breaking out then. Okay. With a coiling on the 2260, pretty much where we were last time. we do last time? 22.58 is what we got in last time. Pretty much the same level. Same idea. $0.18 range. What do I think Tesla will do now? I'll consolidate for a while. It's a nice little bull flag. I think Tesla will go higher, yeah. I wouldn't get in until you get a candle makes a new high though. Next candle makes a new high on Tesla with my entry. Not advice, not a financial advisor. Bull market just having a bit of a consolidatory pullback. S&P 500, Tesla even. Palantir's pulling back. Soundhound didn't get over 360, just still consolidating up there. 360. $22.60's been a bit of a problem so far today with this one. So I want to make new high of day. Current high of day is 64. I wouldn't know, Daryl. I wouldn't know what the weather's like in London, buddy. Sorry. Ask someone that's in London. There we go. There's the initial breakout. Will it hold? Will we get continuation? Looking for 75. So Tesla did make a little bit of a pop there. Instant retracement. Same way that AI made the same pop here. So let's have a look at this while I'm not in it. So you had this, look at it on a higher time frame, you can see it's a nice flagpole flag. You did get the pop, but instant retracement. So let's see what happens. Did go higher. High of day now on Tesla is 204.50. In my AI making a nice little pullback here. What else is looking? VNet. What's that on? Reasonable volume as well. Hard sell off, double bottom, move up. Not a lot of momentum though, that's the problem with that. Volatility's not great. And no, I'm not in England, Daryl. There you go, Molly, it tells you it's sunny. Someone asked me if they would get monthly highs, which is 214, and I said no. So there's your answer. AMD making new highs though. Testing those highs up at 86. Fortinet breaking highs. Not on great volume. It's breaking highs, but it's not on great volume, so. Yeah, that's done for the day. What's this one? Oh, that's a stock split, reverse split. Skywater Tech up at 13s. Not great volume either. What we're lacking is volume. Oh, a lot of these big name stocks are moving up nicely. Even Bank of America's up quite a bit. I think we've pretty much got past the most volatile period of the day. Just so, yeah. AMD, I'm looking at AMD, Nvidia. Well, I'm long on Nvidia, so current high of day with AMD is 8606, so that's what you're looking for. Break of 86. Nope. What did SI end up doing? Not a lot. Popped up, back down. So this is Silvergate Capital. Very choppy. The difference between bearish and being realistic, it's consolidating right now. We had the spike up, now it's just sideways. But you do you, boo-boo. I love that you got nothing better to do than come on my channel and troll. But back over 204, you might be back in business. the whole market's just consolidating through a period right now. So look at the SPY, you can see what I'm talking about. You wait for the SPY to get back over 415, and then other stocks will start moving back to the upside. SPY pulling back, stocks are going to start pulling back. So it's 414 here. You'll see Tesla pulling back slightly there, following the SPY a little bit. So the moves are not directly the same, but they do rhyme. So the SPY pulling back, Tesla's pulling back. The order of magnitude's different, but look, the direction is usually the same. So the SPY pulling back again. So time to short. Has Bullfrog started trading yet? Has Marks started trading for you? No, Marks hasn't. Neither's Bullfrog. So neither of those started trading yet. What about Coinbase? Where are we with Coinbase? That's quite a big retracement. A couple of dollars. Hyper's up, Hyperfine's up. What you're lacking is for the most part is the volume. Nice volume segment there, but most of the open, it's the volume that's missing. This is 28% up, well, 28% up on the day. I was pulling back a little bit. Palantir now breaking highs. Testing those highs. 885. 884 is the current high of day, so 885. Well, it's just nothing moving with any kind of oomph, momentum. Even the ones top of the momentum charts top of the momentum scanner isn't moving. It's just been like that for a few days now. It's last week was super choppy. Yesterday wasn't great. Finished green, but not by a huge amount. Of course you are. The stream would fail without you, buddy. I don't know how I managed before you turned up. Pretty sure you're snooze, but there you go. Not a lot of volume, that's what we're missing. BWV now is starting to make its move back up again. Yes, it certainly did tank. Oh, whoever was on BWG and lost money this morning, sorry. You're not gonna, it doesn't look like you're gonna make it back in this session either. Yeah, well, hopefully, but Jobby. Hopefully. We've got plenty of time yet. We've got plenty of time. We're only an hour into the market, not even an hour into the market. AMD. Wrong field. That's the field I was wanting to type that into. Works. No. Oh, we're just waiting. This is a really interesting, exciting viewing. Just watching the market move sideways. Technically, you could make, profits trading the range, but it's difficult to do that when it's just very sideways, do nothing at the moment. For the last half an hour, it's just pretty much done nothing. The last 20 minutes at least. He popped up, pulling back. I don't think you're too bad there, Ryan. It's at 880 right now. So if you're not feeling it, just take a small loss, or at least size it down. I've already muted that claim. Palantir up at 880. I don't know how big you are in there, Ryan, but this sideways movement is not necessarily a bad thing. Consolidation, as long as you're not looking at it from a Palantir point of view, we're getting higher lows, higher swing lows each time. I'll just put the little ray line, a little trend line here. So you're getting higher swing lows here. You can see swing low, higher swing low, higher swing low, higher swing low. So as you start to break below that, then you can start worrying. But otherwise, well, as you can see here, as I draw that line, it's starting to break below that. Actually, it's probably drawn slightly wrong, but. That's right. It's tapped 3 times there. So now, if it doesn't bounce on the 200, certainly wouldn't give it any more than 10 cents. I was in at 880. Just the range doesn't warrant it. 5 cents ATR, you're giving it 10 cents, that's twice the ATR. And we've got Tesla kind of reached that pinnacle as well. I'm not saying it's not going to go higher later in the day, but it's pulling back with the market. The market, as you can see, is leading the charge, and then it pulls back. So these big stocks do pay attention to the direction that the market moves. And this is institutional trading. It's high frequency. The majority of this is high frequency trading. It's institutional trading, and it's trading. It's playing both sides of the market, and it's trading multiple stocks. All these high frequency machines that you've got on Wall Street, they account for 2/3 of the market volume, particularly in the high caps and S&P 500, the blue chip stocks. Probably more than 2/3 of the market volume is high frequency trading. Hey, look, Ryan, it happens. It happens. Unfortunately, it does happen. I'm still 700 in the hole. Because I've not had anything to trade, because there's not been anything to set up. I'm still got 700 to make up from that initial 1100 loss on AI. Now, AI is bouncing on the VWAP, but not really showing signs of moving up hard. AMD's up at sideways, up at 85.75, give or take 20 cents. Soundhound, very much like AI on the VWAP, which is kind of flattening out. Market pulling back towards the red-green line, so we'll go back to the SPY. Pulling back to the profit line. For those of you that like weird strategies, you've got the moving average crossover there that tells that's a signal to short or signal to sell if you're in the position. Is this when the 9 crosses the 20? Oh yeah, there's plenty. Look, there's plenty of opportunities today. It's just wait for that right one. Don't just take a trade because something's moving. Have your checklist. Write it, print it out, put it on your desk next to your workstation, and go through the checklist before you take the trade. It'll slow you down. You might miss the beginning of the move, but if it's a genuinely strong move, which is what you only want the strong moves. If it's a genuinely strong move, you're going to get continuation, you're going to get an entry. What you don't want to be doing is chasing moves that pop up and then drop, because yeah, you might get profitable if you're scalping, but more often than not, you're going to get in, wait for your target, you don't quite reach your target, then it pulls back and you end up getting stopped out. Just be patient with your entries. Well, that was the client that said I was kind of making fun of me being bearish on Tesla, wasn't it? That I just muted. I called a troll. So we were up here, and I was saying that Tesla's going to struggle to move up before it retraces. And he's, Tony's bearish on Tesla. There you go. I don't know what I'm talking about. Seriously, I haven't a clue what I'm doing. Too much noise there to understand what's going on here. So look, the high of day 460. Yeah, I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion. .net. Might not know what I'm doing, but I do know I do it well. Gotta be honest, I've got my signal scanner on my Benzinga signal scanner. This is probably one of the slowest days I've ever seen it move. I mean, normally it's moving constantly, and it's just not. I've got signals on my screen from 10:32, which shows that the lack of volatility across the market. Looks like I might have to look to these IPOs later today for a bit of volatility. Why is that popping up on the volatility on the real-time scanner? It's not doing anything. It's going sideways, if anything. Yeah, that's not really... A bit of a double bottom type formation. There's an argument for a double bottom here. Not a very strong argument. Needs to get over the VWAP. Just looking for things to watch right now because I'm not going to trade these. They're below my floor. My $2 floor. Palantir below the VWAP right now. In fact, pretty much everything has pulled back, and wherever the VWAP was is either below it or testing it. I mean, even Tesla now is testing the VWAP. So if you didn't pay any mind on the moving average crossover, if we've been here, you pay no mind there. You might want to pay mind as it's just broke the 5 zeros. 200. Now's the time that maybe we should be shorting. SPY in free fall, absolutely. Red on the day, and it's going to do that. It's going to be choppy, and I think it'll finish green, but I think it's just going to be a choppy day. Not seeing a lot of decent things to trade. $10.30 was the time to short. It broke 85.50 on AMD. I was thinking, should I short it? But it's looking a bit too close to the VWAP, possible bounce on the VWAP. So let's see what the market does give us for the rest of the day. We've got, what, 20 minutes left? $700 is not really a big deal. I can get that back in one trade, in one entry. I mean, let's face it, if I take 5,000 shares of something, that's $700 is what's that, 15 cents? I'm green. So looking for something to take 5,000 shares of, something with a bit of oomph. To be fair, I have been finding February quite difficult to trade. This last 2 weeks in particular has been. Last week obviously started off badly, still in drawdown from last Monday, so we've still not cleared that drawdown. We're profitable on February at least, but I've only had two red days, but it's still. We've not been having the big days that we kind of got accustomed to last month. Sometimes it'd be like that. Testing the VWAP now. Maybe we'll get a bounce on the VWAP with Tesla. I doubt it, the way that the market's in free fall. Under 411s now on the SPY. Shopify. That's in free fall as well. A little bit cheaper, but same thing. It's just following the market. So we'll maybe short it. Signs of continuation. Let's see. Let's short Shopify with the market. Will it continue downwards? Not got much left. Oh, the SPY making a little bit of a bounce there. So I want to see the SPY down at 410s. SPY down at 410s will take Shopify red. I'm running a bit too big on Shopify. I've only got 164K's worth of buying power left. Under 490. So we're going red on the day. Sugar. I want to do that. I have no buying power left. I've got 42K left in buying power. Six. That was a bad move. Mistake. Mistakes happen. Press sell instead of buy. Okay. SPY selling off again. I could have taken profits there and I didn't. Let's see how this is going to unfold for me. Shorting Shopify. I'm pretty much maxed out in terms of my leverage here, so I'm not going to be adding to the position. So it needs to be under $49 for me to get out of this position now. Yeah, so the SPY's having a little bounce here, so the rest of the market's going with it. Gonna get out. Yeah, if it gets to 49.20, I'm just gonna cover. All right, that was nerve-wracking. Nothing else. I hate when you make a mistake. It makes the whole trade that bit more edgy. Now I need it with... break loss. 86. Lock in a third. No, this isn't the small account, funnily enough. This is actually the main account. We've just not had the stocks to trade on any of the accounts. Okay, so here we go. Cover half. We're green, we're profitable. We've got green. Now it's time to stay green. There's my stop. So I'll put stop just below break even there. It pulls back, great. I'll get out. I've made the profit. It's got me green. And then I'll take the dog for a walk. This gets me out for a... continue selling off, great. I'll make more profit. I'll just move the stop down. But no, I've not traded the small account yet with Dunkers. I've been struggling to find things to trade on the main account, and I'm having to go for mid and high caps. So I made 850 bucks on the trading Shopify to the short side, which is takes us green on the day. We'll see. I think it was time for a bit of a move up now. Based on what I've seen on the SPY, we'll probably see a little bit of a move up. Bit of a bounce now across the board. But nothing moving. I think maybe 11 o'clock, at the top of the hour, we might get some news drop. If we get a news drop at the top of the hour, then maybe we'll find something to trade. Otherwise, no. So what I'll do is, what we've got, a little over 10 minutes. When I finish this stream, I'll take the dog for a walk, and then when I come back, I'll be back in the Discord. I'll be streaming live. I'll stream my trading in the Discord. If I find anything, if you're in the Discord, if you're in the Day Trade with Tony Discord, then by all means join me in the live trading channel, and we'll continue there. But I think it's just one of those days. I mean, let's see if we can get above this swing low here. It was 49.20. That was my cutoff when we got up there. It was like, if I got 49.20, I was going to cut the position. If we get 49.20, it might take a long. See. Depends on what I'm seeing volume-wise and what the SPY is doing. It's not been one for trading. It's probably better just to sit on your hands today, Alistair. I mean, that AI trade kind of hamstrung me. But all of the mid and high cap stocks I've traded have they're a little bit easier to trade than small caps, but you don't get the big swings in the same way. Still waiting for Bullfrog to launch. Problem is that 150 bucks, probably a scratch day. It's probably cost me that much in fees and charges. Normally, this time last month, we would probably have 5 or 6 stocks that were up 50% or more, and we've not even got one that's 25% up. When I'm talking about like stocks above $2 in the range that I trade, so. Amethyst is the only one that's above, that I can see above 50%, and that's a 60 cent stock, literal penny stocks. So there's just not a lot of movement in the market today. Another day for sitting on your hands. We're getting a little bit too many of those for my liking, but better to just have a flat day than a losing day. Where were I this time last year? I just started streaming on this channel this time last year. I was doing a small account challenge last year. 5,000 to 50 was the challenge, and yeah, that's where I was last year. I'll take a look at the stats. Why not? So what date are we on? But today is the 14th. It's Valentine's Day. I hope you all got your gifts for Valentine's Day. Let me see. I'll tell you how my February was doing this time last year. This time last year, I was I wasn't much better off this time last year, funnily enough. So this time last year in February, this day last year, I was 18,893 in profit. So not much. It's only 4k difference. If I have a 4 or 5k day, it's exactly the same as we did last year. We ended up finishing last year over. Well, we got the account to over 120 at one stage. Let me just have a look at the equity curve for February. In fact, I'm looking at this. You may as well look at it with me. Why not? You can do. So this is from last year. Where's my chat gone? So this is from last year, as you can see. So this is from the 1st of February to the 28th of February. 84,000 we finished in total on February. But you can see here it started slow and then worked its way up. Then we had a massive drawdown at the death. Last 2 days we lost. So we got up to 113,000 last February. That was just two big days. Look at the calendar. I'll tell you exactly what it was. Yeah, so we had a 56k day, we had a 16k day followed by a 56k day. And that pretty much made the month. And then it gave back 28k on the that was after the last year. It was after the Carabao Cup. So here's a lesson for you, Alistair. After the cup final, when you beat Man United, don't trade the following day. That's what I did, and that's what happened. So there's a lesson for you. So 2 red days to finish the month. So that was my. And if I go back to 22, so the 14th, at the end of Valentine's Day last year, we were 18,000. So right now, I change these to this year. You can see the difference. Well, it's 5,000 difference, but I've not loaded today's numbers in, so we're not far off. We're not far off in terms of last year. Well, I'm going to walk the dog, I think. Got green, stay green. I think that's the my mantra, isn't it? That's what I normally say. So that's where I was last year. So 5k based on today. So if I have a 5k day, I'm 150k, 115. We have a 5k day. We're tracking the same as we did last year. So let's take a look. Let's have a look at Palantir. Palantir seems to be having a little bit of a moment. This was a clear level previously. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. By all means, join us in the Discord. Check out my link tree. Links in the description if you're on YouTube. And I'll be back at it tomorrow, an hour before the market opens. So 8:30 a.m. in New York, 1:30 p.m. here in Ireland, 1:30 p.m. in the UK. Come join me. It's been a blast. I've made $150 today. What do you do? But yeah, absolutely, J Spec. It's very much more of a no trade day today. Palantir's not looking too bad at the moment, but it seems to be that the lower mid-cap stocks, there's nothing moving at all. Not on good volume, at least. So keep that in mind. Good luck for the rest of the day. If you're in the day trade with Tony community, I'll see you in the Discord. in about an hour when I come back with the dog. See you then. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.